This video is sponsored by Squarespace. Squarespace is the all-in-one website platform to help you stand out and succeed online, but more on them later. So, I've been wearing Casios a lot lately. I pulled one out to wear, my A168W, quickly remembered how awesome it is, and it's been my go-to this past month. Which leads us to this idea: if I had to build a watch collection from scratch, using only Casios, which watches would I put in there? So, we are breaking this down into 3 categories. 1, rugged beater. This is what you're wearing for your most sporty activities. 2, everyday practical. Does what it says on the tin. You're not climbing Everest, you're going to work, you're dropping your kids off at soccer. And 3, dressy/refined. If you had a fancy function, this would still work. I also need to say, this isn't sponsored by Casio. No one's asked me to make this. I just really like their watches and thought this would be fun to make. Starting with the rugged beater, if there's one single category that Casio has come to define, it is probably this one, thanks to the G-Shock. This is really hard to narrow down, so I would like to submit 3 watches for your consideration. First, the core pick, the G-Shock DW 5600, or anything from the 5600 series. This is the purest expression of the G-Shock DNA, with the design remaining pretty much unchanged since its 1983 introduction. Square case, robust, all of the G-Shock functionality we've come to expect, 200 meters of water resistance. I would go as far as saying this is the Rolex Submariner for Casio. It is iconic, universally respected, doesn't need to change or evolve. It is perfect. If you, however, don't like the 5600 as much as I do, second choice, GA 2100, colloquially known as the Casio. A relatively new edition, being introduced in 2019, but it has quickly become an enthusiast favorite. Really cool octagonal case and a digi-display, and it feels like it wants to go outside and do tough stuff. Third watch, and I think this will surprise regular viewers of the channel, but the Mudman. Maybe one of the most garish designs coming out of Japan, but this might be the toughest G-Shock I can think of, designed with search and rescue missions and wilderness survival in mind. These are made to withstand the most extreme conditions. Does it look practical or refined? No. Is it pure utility? Yes. So I couldn't narrow down this category at all. There are way too many watches we could put in here, so I'm gonna rapid fire a few, and then we'll spend a little bit more time in my favorite options. So rapid fire, the full metal G-Shocks, really cool, a little bit more elevated than the resin case, but still works well for every day, still looks sporty. Baby G-Shock, oh my goodness, they're so adorable. I wear mine probably twice a week. It's so cool, it's so cute and fun, but not as wide-reaching. The AE 1200. Now this is a real enthusiast choice. I keep saying I'm gonna buy one. The Casio Duro, another enthusiast choice. This is an unreasonably good diver for the money, classical styling with a stainless steel case and bracelet, date neatly placed at 3 o'clock. Simple colorways, but still 200 meters of water resistance. It wouldn't be my choice of Casio, but a lot of people love it. So the strongest Casio for this category will be revealed after we talk about today's fabulous video sponsor, Squarespace. Ooh, the tension, a cliffhanger. So, Squarespace is the place to build a website that looks amazing and make that idea of yours happen. Using their cutting-edge design tools, anyone can build a bespoke online presence that perfectly fits your brand or business or personality. You could use their AI-enhanced website builder to get a fully customizable website using a few basic prompts. Or do it the good old-fashioned way, choosing from their library of gorgeous website templates and plugging in your information. Whatever way you go, it is still completely customizable. Drag and drop, make it your own. Then, they also help your website get found with Squarespace SEO tools, ensuring your website shows up more often on search engines and your ideal customers can find you. I feel like Squarespace takes the stuff I'm the most daunted about and makes it easy. I don't know how to do web design, aesthetic layouts, or site mapping, or meta descriptions. I don't know how to organize shipping, but they do all that stuff. It's built in, easy to use, so you have more time to do the thing it is you're doing. Stop sitting on that idea, make it happen, and when you do, head to squarespace.com/BritPierce for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch, use my code, the BritPierce code, to save 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain. Go click that link And thank you so much to Squarespace for sponsoring this video. So this would be my daily wear Casio choice, a stainless steel A168. In fact, in my real life, this is true. From the vintage collection, it is nostalgic, feeling in all the right ways, really cool, smaller wearing experience. It is the perfect upgrade from the F91W. The steel bracelet makes it feel a little bit more elevated, a little bit more versatile. It feels like a real watch, in quotes, a real watch, while still keeping the Casio DNA. Speaking of the F91W, let's talk about it. So the resin case model, maybe the most iconic Casio, maybe the most iconic digital watch ever made. Ultra light, minimal, it's if you know you know for enthusiasts, but still widely loved and recognized outside of our weird little sphere. Functional, iconic, and retails for about $20. I nearly put this watch in the rugged category to be a bit contrarian, but my husband spent a majority of his career in the British Royal Navy, and I can tell you, this is the preferred watch of the SAS. Not exclusively, there are people wearing other watches, but very popular amongst military personnel due to its low cost, reliability, and they don't want connected watches. If it's rugged enough for the SAS, it's probably rugged enough for you. Final daily wear is another one I wear a lot of the time, which is the reference MQ24 BLL. It's really the most stripped back version of a watch. If you asked a child to draw a watch, it would probably look like this. Analog time display, which is odd for Casio. This just humbly and modestly tells the time. For something with a little bit more to it, I recommend the MQ24 9B, aka matching watches with Tyler the Creator. Finally, dress watches, and this was the most challenging category for me. I'm a bit of a dress watch purist. I think a dress watch should never have a center seconds hand. It should be the most pared back, used only to tell basic levels of time. But I think I blur dress watches and black tie watches a little bit too far, and most people wouldn't agree with my definition of dress watch. So let's side with the people who aren't as strict as me with this category. Here are some Casios that will look completely in place at dressed up or more formal functions. Let's start with the Casio Datejust, as I call it in my head. The MTP line is a clean and simple design, very classical and popular for these reasons. This is where Casio punches way above its weight. So an analog time display, date at 3 o'clock, sunburst dial, 50 meters of water resistance, and a stainless steel case and bracelet, retailing between $55 and $160 USD. These are great for classical styling and still could be worn every day. So I know I've just said the MTP line, and this is technically MTP, but a little more different than how I normally think of this collection. So similar styling and dial layout with a few subtle changes. A smooth bezel rather than the fluted, 5-link bracelet that feels a bit more elevated to me, and I think this looks a bit cleaner and almost a bit 1970s kind of funky. I'd personally choose this reference for my 3-piece collection from the MTP line. So I have never seen this reference highlighted before, maybe because it's a woman's model, but I am a woman, so this is a dressy little number, pretty unique for the brand. Standout features being the Tortue or tonneau case shape, analog display, 5-link bracelet. I think this is the dressiest Casio I've ever seen, and I could see a lot of my girlfriends wearing this, even on a daily basis. I'd wear this to the office, if I had a real office job, and to fancy occasions. My only nitpick would be, is I kind of wish it was 2 hands. It lends itself more to the design, and no one really likes seeing a quartz hand. Okay, last watch, and this is a reference we've seen a lot here from the MQ24. This is the stainless steel variant of this series. I would wear this dressed up, dressed down. The stainless steel makes it a bit more polished. Great watch, great price, retailing for just under $40 USD. I actually almost find that price unbelievable when you think of how much a swatch costs versus a Casio. It's a no-brainer. Really quickly, some notable shoutouts that didn't quite make these categories, but I can't not talk about these. Number 1, the Edifice chronograph. This is an entry-level chrono, motorsport aesthetic, a bit more complex, a lot of wrist presence. 2, I wish I had more time to talk about the G Steel models. If you like any of the resin cases, but wish it was that next step up, you need to check out the G Steel. Number 3, the normal edifice, the 3-hand analog models. The EFV 160D has a lovely clou de Paris dial, a good elevated daily wear that could easily be dressed up as well. That actually should have been in the dress section. I am full of regret. Please don't unsubscribe from this channel. I will repent. So that is the widest possible list, so you could get a flavor of everything that's out there. If I had to narrow it down to my personal 3-watch Casio collection, it would be the DW5600 for the rugged, tough beater watch for my daily wear. So, I hate this so much. It would probably be the A168, a very close second to the MQ24 BLL, but the A168 has to take the spot. And for my dress watch, I would choose the LTP 1254D, so the Tortue case, stainless steel, black dial. I really like this, but I'm also aware that a huge chunk of my audience is male, so if I was a man, I would probably choose something from the MTP line. Interestingly, my top 3 are all shape watches, which is very me, but I know a lot of people prefer round cases. I like this video. This was fun. We should do this again. And it was a friendly reminder that you can build an awesome good taste collection on a budget. Something I've been learning along the way is spending a lot of money doesn't always equal maximum enjoyment. I'd love to know in the comments down below, how would you build a 3-watch Casio collection? What would you get? What would be in there? As always, thank you so much for your viewership. This channel runs on the fabulous people who watch it, so thank you so much. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and thank you to the Pope tier patrons, all tiers of patrons, but specifically Pope tiers of patrons. Get their names on the screen. Hoo-wee! It's a loud day. I don't know if you can hear it in my microphone. There's a lot of works happening in the houses behind me, but it's not about audio quality. It's about you. It's about the fabulous names on the screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting my weird little channel. I'm so glad you enjoy what we're making here. I love doing it. I have the best job in the world, and I'm so glad anyone enjoys it. I hope you keep enjoying it. And you know, even if you think it's not financially responsible for me to keep giving Brittany money, I'm gonna opt out. That's totally fine. Thank you for supporting my channel at any point ever. It's so kind of you. Dip in, dip out. But thank you. You guys are so awesome. I hope you keep enjoying the work here. And we'll see you in the next one.